I am completely rewriting these scripts 10 times a day while I'm working and trying to like drive, okay? And I have to laugh at myself. So this last one was, okay, hi, I'm your twin flame. And I said, cool. Fine. I don't know how many days I went through going through that 10 times a day, at least, okay? So I finally evolved to when I could actually say cool. so, so then I said, I can do this. I can do this. I love you. I trust you. I can do this. Okay. So then I wake up in the morning. There he is, laying in midair right in front of me. And he says, I'm coming to get you. So I'll be with you soon. Hi. No, he's not. No, he doesn't. I'm not going to be good. No. So I did that until about 5 or 6 o'clock at night. I just went, you know what? That's it. I cannot do this to myself one more time. I am rewriting the script. I am rewriting it that he's coming to get me and he's going to be perfectly happy with me. Or else, heaven help him if he doesn't like me, which isn't an issue. So anyway, so I'm totally cool with it. Go to sleep, wake up in the morning. Oh my God, this other shaman just beat the living daylights out of me. I mean, just totally annihilated me, and I am not letting you go, and you're not doing this. I was just like, oh my God. And probably it was another zzz, okay? So I just went home because it was so overwhelming, and I don't, you know, I know how to do spiritual warfare with the Brotherhood of the Light, but I am not Carlos Castaneda's trained. I'm not more indigenous, hardcore, loves to do spells on people kind of trained. And I never wanted to learn that because I don't want to ever take away your freedom of choice. So I just chose not to learn that. It's a power that can be very corrupting. So I just went home. These giant beings, and I said, help! And there's my twin flame standing right next to, you know, what I perceive as my parents, which these are all reflections of me anyway. But anyway, this is my story. So he said, I'll take care of it. And I actually, because we were up there, when he can't be deceitful, he'll take care of it. And here I thought that this other man, this shaman, was the most powerful creature ever. And he got wiped out pretty fast and let go of me. So, is that another one of my... Okay. Ultimately, yes. Okay. So, then, last night, I decided to do a ceremony, and this is what I came up with. This is a story that all of us have. And I'm going to digress just a touch. There are 144,000 of us that have come down here to help with the planetary evolution, to make sure everything stays on track, this experiment stays on track, and when we go back, this 144,000 does this ascension trip, each one of us should have thousands and hopefully millions of people going back with them. So this 144,000, we keep on coming in over and over again, trying to evolve the planet, except for we're in body form. And I think that also, at least I am far more understanding of how people feel and react because I've been going through it. Okay, it's one thing to come like from another planet totally untouched by this worldly things, than it is to be living in it and get run over by it several times. In fact, I think there's a steamroller after me. So anyway, so here we are, and it's about time to go, to come back home. 144,000 of us are already awakened, already pretty much know what's going on, and we're ready to start following the path, okay? As many people as we can bring with us, the better. That's our goal. Some of us are going to be sticking around to ensure that this new civilization that's going to be starting up is still in the light, the memories and all the beauty and all of the truth the light in the way remains behind, and then we go. Okay, so I'm evolving. I'm learning every single day. 10 years a day. Yeah, try to get up and work. This last year I worked 6 days a week, 10 to 12 hours a day, and I've been going through this plus doing these videos. So now I'm down to 5 days a week, and I'm taking some vacation time. So it's a little bit easier. Because it's so overwhelming. So anyway, so I'm going to tell you what I saw last night. We all have different stories, the 144,000 of us, and yet it's all the same, okay? So about 26,000 years ago, there was a cataclysmic problem going on with Atlantis. Groups of us went all over the world. And with us, we took our civilization with us. We took as many people with us as we could. Okay, so this particular dimension, I ended up, which became Celtic and in England, okay, on the shore of England. However, we did move inward. And the cataclysms were still going, and our civilization, you know, could have surely died if we didn't do something. So the women stayed behind and made sure that we set up the light, the truth and the way, and started the civilization in our area. The men, however, went out to save as many people as they could and make sure that everything was set up the best that they possibly could set things up. At the time, there was no such thing as time. There was no illusion. There was no lack. There was no fear. There was no loneliness because we were completely connected. We had never experienced any of these emotions. Okay, this is the first time that we had ever been separated from our other halves. The women stayed behind to set up the civilization, and the men went out. Okay, we didn't really realize that time was taking place. From our point of view, they never came back. Okay, and it really hurt. Every one of us got affected a little bit differently, but predominantly we went through all the stages of the person that we love more than anything in the world leaving us for no reason. They're never coming back. I'm really angry that they didn't come back. I'm really hurt that they didn't come back. Don't they love me anymore? All of this separation anxiety, all of these fears, which we had never experienced before, absolutely devastating. And we just waited and waited and waited as time, illusionary time, went on, and they never came back. Some of us, I think all of our spirits went into the trees in this area. My body actually got buried in a coffin made of stone, and what I looked like was carved on the stone for the lid, okay? And I died. I mean, there had never even been death before, okay? So, needless to say, in that dimension, I died very unhappy and very unloved and deserted. And I never, ever got over it, okay? So today, during the day, not the night, my twin flame comes up to me, and all of a sudden we're back in the forest, although I was up in the mountains in a forest, and he removes this lid, and he says, I am reuniting you with your higher mental body, and you will have a different body, and you could not handle the density of this new body, and that's why you were having so many incredibly upsetting body issues, because before you were kind of etheric, and all of the 144,000 totally remember what it was like to exist before the fall. And we've just been trying to get home, not understanding why we're not home.